Are we witnessing the end of old school climbing gyms? And if so, what does that mean for our sport? This gym has humbled me for a decade, mostly because of this hold right here. And today is the last day that I'll ever have to try to send it. After 30 years, my beloved local climbing gym, Rocksport, is closing its doors. And gyms just like it, old school, original climbing gyms, are disappearing everywhere. Crusty, chalky, polished, sandbagged, basically built to humble any climber that walks in its doors, but also prepare that climber to get outdoors. Do these old school gyms prepare climbers better than the newer mega gyms? Well, in my case, I think the answer is yes. Here's Kit Winger, a Rocksport member since he was a teenager and now their general manager.
Rocksport is the gym for climbers, and what that means is that we're trying to prepare climbers to go outside. We went for accuracy over inflated grades, so I think it is helpful for building character and building people into strong climbers.
Building character is just a nice way of saying the routes are sandbagged as shit. I have been totally shut down on V2s here, where I've flashed V6s at other gyms. And the hold that has humbled me the most out of all of them is this one right here. I call him Grimpy because he's a grimy, slopey crimp, and he has shut me down more times than any outdoor project I have ever been on. And today is the last day that I have to try to send Grimpy. Why are you so mean to me, Grimpy? Why won't you let me hold you? I just want to hold you just for a second, Grimpy. Give me some help here, man. Okay, not gonna take it easy on me. Respect, Grimpy, respect. If you know a hold like this, you know a gym like this. Before the mega gyms with their mega volumes, mega juice bars, and mega saunas, we had places like Rocksport, born from the crusty climbers who loved the game so much they welded their own walls, shaped their own holds, and sandbagged the hell out of their own routes. I mean, check out this bouldering area. Do you notice something? There isn't a run and jump paddle dyno or $10,000 volume in sight. In fact, it's all super steep climbing, unless you're bold enough to top it out, where you're met with some sketchy slab moves that take you 20 feet above this random smattering of homemade pads. It is terrifying, but you know what? So's outdoor climbing. I mean, this is a legit highball section right over here, and I haven't had the courage to give it a shot in the 10 years that I've been a member, but it is my last day to try, so I am going to try my best to get to the top of this thing. Oh my God, that was terrifying. Look at this. Look at how high I am right there. I'm 3 bolts up compared to the lead cave. Steep climbing, mostly on crimps with a sketchy slab top out. That is gonna get you prepared for outdoor climbing a lot more than this kind of stuff. And don't get me wrong, I love the run and jumps and the paddle dynos and all of that. It's super fun. I guess what I'm saying is it's just very different. And maybe that's it. You know, maybe that's the thing. It's not that like one kind of gym is better than another kind of gym, but that we're just seeing like a split in climbing culture. You know, one where a group is using a gym to get ready to go outside, and one where the gym is the adventure. All of the fun, all of the joy, and all of the community just happen within those walls. And that's okay. You know, I think there's room for both, but maybe that's why old school places like Rocksport are having a hard time staying open. The local gym that refuses to change its ways and follow the modern trends risks falling behind. But man, is there just something so damn poetic about a gym's refusal, like its brazen refusal to try to become the shiny new thing. Now for Rocksport, the crusty climber who became a visionary and introduced climbing to this area more than 30 years ago was Rob. He passed away a few years ago, but you can still feel him in here. He built this place by hand, and he refused to set anything soft. Not because he wanted climbing to be hard, but because he wanted climbers to be ready for real rock. Here's Kit again.
Rob built this place to mimic a lot of the walls at the Red, which are steep and overhung. It's also nice when you go to other gyms and you can climb 2 or 3 grades higher than you climb here.
Hell, maybe even 4 grades harder in my experience. There are no gimmies at Rocksport Climbing Gym, and definitely not when Grimpy is on the wall. All right, Grimpy, are you ready? Let's dance, baby. Yeah, still hard. I first came to Rocksport when I moved here from Los Angeles, and boy, was I not prepared for the steep climbing that the Red River Gorge is famous for. I was used to like vertical and slab climbing out west in California. And do you know what prepared me for the steep stuff at the Red? This cave right here. Steep, dark, and terrifying. When I first tied in here, I was scared out of my mind. And you know what? That's a good idea, actually. Let's take a break from Grimpy and get into the steep here, try to pull on some jugs in this quote-unquote 510 and see if I can get to the top of this thing. Insanely hard and insanely fun, and also really scary. Like when I moved out here for the first time, I was not used to taking big falls like that. I had a real fear of falling. And honestly, what prepared me to climb hard out at the Red more than even the physical preparation of climbing at Rocksport was probably the mental preparation of learning how to comfortably take those whips, whip after whip after whip. And a lot of gyms that are opening up these days are just not even messing with the ropes. I don't know if it's like insurance cost or just the cost of putting in bigger walls or whatever. They're just bouldering only. And while that can make us strong so we can go outside and climb hard, I really think we miss something when we're not preparing ourselves mentally. And even if you don't want to go outside, even if you just want to be a gym climber, which is awesome, there's still something very special about getting on the sharp end. Life begins where the comfort zone ends, and the comfort zone ends right there in lead caves like that. Unless you're my kids, of course. Here they are swinging around in the lead cave. I mean, look at this. They've grown up here. They've topped their first routes here. They've gotten strong here. This place has helped my kids and so many others to push themselves out of their comfort zone and become better people for it. And I also met a lot of my climbing crew here at Rocksport. Fresh off of my move from LA, the first group of guys that I saw when I walked into the gym, I asked if they would be my friends. They probably thought I was psycho, but 10 years later, we've climbed at the Red, at Red Rocks, Squamish, Leavenworth, Smith Rock. We've been all over the place together. And yes, those are matching Eastbound and Down t-shirts. And if you are not familiar with Will Ferrell's "I Can Feel It Down in My Plums" bit from that show, you are in for a treat. I'm going to put a link down there for you. And that's another thing that we really lose when old school gyms like this close their doors, and that's the community. That's the people, the connection. A gym like Rocksport, which has been here for 30 years, has brought together so many people. Losing a gym like this is going to leave a big hole in this community. Gyms like this are closing their doors for a variety of reasons, and while bigger, better funded mega gyms come in with their friendly grading system, I guess there's just always going to be something special about these old school gyms that are crusty to their core. All right, Grimpy, one more go. Let's do it. You and me, baby. Well, that seems appropriate. This gym's taught me how to try hard and then not care too much about the outcome. It's built me up and it has humbled me to my core. And I'm gonna miss it a lot. I'm really grateful for all the good times that I've had here and all the people that I've had a chance to chalk up with here at Rocksport. And as for you, Grimpy, well, you win again, my friend. But I'm not giving up that easy. Thanks for the good times, Rocksport.